Hey YouTube, Levi here with East Ridge Outdoors, and I want to tell you about my experience with Ontario knives and the Rat series, particularly the 3 and the 5. Uh, I bought them at the same time, not long ago. Let's see, I don't know what the date is, but Thanksgiving was, I don't know, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, something like that. Uh, it's been a hectic week. But anyway, and I got them maybe 2 days, 3 days before that. So not long. I've had them for a week and a few days, something like that. And not 2 weeks yet. I can guarantee you that. And so I was pretty impressed with them at first. Because of what I'd seen, the reviews I watched and everything I've heard, everybody complained about the fit and finish, particularly compared to Essie, which I understand that. And, for those that don't know, the Rat knives is Randall Adventure Training. Or Randall, was it Adventure Training or Adventure Tactical? Adventure Training, I believe. And so they made the Rat knives for Ontario, or with Ontario. They designed them and everything. And then they branched off on their own and made Essie. And so the Essie knives are thicker, higher quality. They're just all around better. And but I found a good deal on Amazon, and I got like two. I got the Rat 3 and the Rat 5 for right at $100, just over $100, something like that. And so I thought, wow, I can get both of them for the price of an Essie, and or cheaper than some Essies, and cheaper than some Tops. That's another knife I've been wanting to get. But anyway, I did want an American knife. I don't have any American-made knives, and I was going for 1095 high carbon steel. So I landed on the Rat series, and let me show you. Here's the 5. I used the 5 first on Thanksgiving. I was smoking a turkey, and I wanted to test out the knife some, and I was doing a video actually on it, testing the knife out. At the same time, I was talking about batoning wood and stuff, wood processing, what to do, what not to do, a how-to for beginners, basically, about processing some wood with the knife. And so here's the knife after one use. See anything funny about it? Yeah, me too. So both screws came out, and I don't know what that piece is called. I'm gonna call it a coupling, that each side screws into. I've searched twice so far. I live in the country. There's leaves all over the place. I was doing it right underneath. I had the smoker and a fire pit, and my video set up and everything right underneath this big chestnut tree. There's leaves everywhere, but I looked everywhere for these screws, could not find them. They're not magnetic, lucky me. So I did test these, and they are not magnetic. So that's a bummer. So I guess my last resort is a metal detector. I've got a buddy that's got one. If he'll let me use it, hopefully I'll find them. But I ordered some scales for this anyway. I figure if nothing else, I'll use this screw and this screw. And I ordered some G10, black and blue G10 scales, and I'll just form them to this, leave this hole out, and put a screw there and a screw there on the G10 handle. I was super excited about the micarta, which is a cool texture, but this particular knife is not super comfy. you know, you can see how thin and not shaped this micarta is. Obviously the coating did not hold up very well, and this thing will not strike a ferro rod or shave fat wood with it shit, but it will not strike a ferro rod at all. So all that makes for some disappointment. And then the final straw is this. Let's see if I can get this to focus. The blade geometry on this thing is jacked the up. It is not straight at all. Just gonna get to really come in here. If you can see this, you can see it from real good on this side too. If it'll focus on that tip. Look how crooked that is. Like, it actually was worse. This part chipped off. You can see. Come on, focus on it. You can see it's like a burr almost. The very tip of the very tip of the tip chipped. It was actually bent over sideways, and when I went to sharpen this thing, it broke off completely. There you can kind of see a lot better how much edge, bevel, whatever you want to call this, I don't know what the technical term, compared to this side. And so this one goes that way on the blade edge. That's, I'll just lay that there. I don't even want to stick it in there. And they come with these nylon sheaths, which for a nylon sheath, it's impressive. It's probably the nicest nylon sheath I've ever seen. This is kind of cool. That makes it reversible. It'll fit in, or ambidextrous. Either way, like, you slide it over this way, and it locks over, and you can slide it that way, so right-handed, and it locks over. And then you can just do that one if you want. You've got your loops, molle loops, all this stuff. This, you know, snaps, pulls out, blah, blah, blah. Cool nylon sheath. So I left this one in the nylon sheath, which of course I did because it screwed up the first time I tried to use it. And so I tried out the 3. And here's the 3 now. I love the size of it. Sorry, I'm wearing it, so I'm trying to take it off. It's an ADC type of knife, you know. And so I made my own sheath for it. At Kydex. I prefer Kydex. Let me see it. Locks in good. Good retention. No rattle. It come out pretty good. I mean, I'm pleased with it. I'm no pro, but oh, and I put the drain hole, you know. But as you can see, well, it's got a little, it's not quite rust. I don't know what that is. Some kind of tarnish on it. But I took the finish off because, well, it's coming off after I used it for a while. I used it to clean up some fat wood. Yeah, it's on this side too. I'll probably just, I mean, that'll come off pretty easily. You can feel there's nothing actually there. But yeah, I don't know what that is. I put some oil on it, but maybe I'll put more next time. But yeah, anyway, I took the finish off because it was coming off just like that one did. I will probably, especially now that I see this, I will definitely cold blue this, or put some kind of, I might play with it. I would like to put, I don't know, if I can get some stencils, maybe put 3, you know, the number 3, like for rat 3, in mustard or something. Let it sit there and develop that. And then blue it around that. Who knows? I'll try to do something cool with it. But this blade was the same way, only worse. And instead of going that way, this one went that way. And so now I've fixed this one, as you can see, but it took a while. That's actually, I used it, I don't know if it'll be out yet, but I did a Holtzman review on the folder, and I talk about using the whetstone that it comes with. This is the knife I used it with to fix this blade edge. It took a while. I mean, it screwed up down here, and on the end, and then right through here. Took forever. I don't know what the deal was. I don't know who the hell sharpens those knives. It was like a child did it, or maybe they were training that day. Who knows? But it took me forever just to fix it. But now, I mean, it was still sharp, and it still would slice paper and sharpened up fine. It wasn't even difficult to sharpen. It was a little weird, you know, but now it is sharp and correct the way it should be. And then this would also not strike a ferro rod, and so not even with the jimping, you know, I tried it on that too. So I did the spine. I don't know what the deal is. I think it's the coating, because the spine felt sharp enough to do it, but it was sure as hell wasn't. Not one spark, not even a baby spark. I mean, it was ridiculous. But anyway, is this fucking thing filming sideways? It better not be. I don't know. If this video films up and down, I'm gonna be pissed. Y'all will be pissed worse than I am, because y'all will be the ones watching it. But I don't know why it would do that. I'm holding it in portrait mode, but everything, anyway, sorry. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, I sharpened the spine, and I haven't tried it yet, but it feels super sharp, and I'm pretty positive it's gonna throw a decent spark and do fatwood fairly well. And now that I've fixed this knife, I like it pretty good. You know, I know it's a good steel. This handle's real thin. It's not super comfortable, but I've used it for hours, and there was no hot spots really at all that I noticed. Nothing more than my whole hand starts getting sore after about 3 or 4 hours, you know. Where's the ferro right there? It is. And so overall, I like it. But damn, Ontario, get your shit together. It took a lot of work to make this a usable knife, in my opinion. This one is not a usable knife as it is. I wouldn't want to use it without, I mean, if that screw fell out the first time I ever used it, then it ain't gonna be long for the other two go. So I don't trust them as they are. I won't buy another, but I will definitely fix these two up and make them right, and they'll be nice knives after that. They really will. They have a lot of potential. If you want something to work on, if you want a project knife that will turn out to be a great knife and not spend a fortune on it, I do recommend this for that. You know, it's not a $30 knife that you're gonna, it don't matter what you do to it. You might want to know what you're doing by the time you get to these knives, but this is a project knife, no doubt about it. This is not a take it out of the box and you're ready to go knife. It'll serve you, it'll be okay. It was sharp enough out of the box and stuff, but you know, if you relied on it for a ferro rod or something like that, you've been screwed, you know. I'm glad I tested it at home doing some turkey before I tried to take this thing out, or that one in particular. But, you know, once I realized that one wouldn't throw a spark, I immediately grabbed this one and was like, okay, let's see what's up. And this one wouldn't either, so. But let's try it now. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's see here. This is hard. I'm gonna walk out here and check. That shit is hard to do from back there. But it's still not great. I don't know what the deal is. Well, okay, maybe it's better than I thought. Yeah, okay, it's fine. I don't know what my problem was, but yeah, okay, it does pretty damn good now. Yeah, that looks good on camera. I can see that shit now. But anyway, that's how it throws now. Let's see if this one even does it. Like, you know, I've sanded this off, some of it, to see what the deal was, but yeah, see that? Look at that baby spark. And that's after trying to take some of that coating off. This had already come off after using it, but I sanded that off just to try to get some of that coating away. Anyway, yeah, that ain't worth a shit. So, like I said, project knife. But once you get your project done, it'll be a great knife. If I can do this real fast, get some fat wood just to show you how well it scrapes now. I don't know, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm assuming it's going to do pretty awesome. It feels like it will. Let's use this one. Yeah, y'all can y'all see that? Let's see. Yeah, you can see that. But yeah, you can see how well it does. All the way up and down it now. I sharpened the whole spine, or fixed the whole spine, should I say. But yeah, now it does a great job. So if you want a project knife, get you an Ontario rat. If you don't, I suggest you save your money and buy something different. You know, get you an Essie or a Holtzman or Tops or something that you don't have to work on. But that's my experience with Ontario, particularly the Rat series. You know, my experience with Old Hickory is a lot different. But I gotta say, these knives truly disappointed me. Not what I was expecting. You know, not what I was expecting. I like them, and they're going to be great knives, but not what I expected. And that's my experience. I just want to let y'all know what you're in for, or hell, maybe I got 2 bad examples, but that seems like a slim chance. But that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching. If you stay this long, you know, subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you liked it. If you didn't, it's weird that you're still here. And I appreciate all your support for those that do subscribe. And that's it, guys. I'm out. Thanks.